The NASCAR Cup Series race officially concluded for Michigan International Speedway, and we see a race rain delayed to Monday, a lot of chaos, a flip near the end of the event, a controversial caution, and Tyler Reddick picking up his second win of 2024. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. I just got done watching NASCAR Cup Series race in Michigan International Speedway, the Firekeepers Casino 400. We have quite a bit to talk about from this race. Let's go and talk about it. So this race actually got delayed a little bit before they went racing, but they actually got this race started on Sunday at 4:55 p.m. Denny Hamlin, because if race did they had to basically go by qualifying stuff. Denny Hamlin started the field from the outside and Tyler Reddick on the inside, and going down the back straightaway, Hamlin looked like he was going to clear Tyler Reddick, but Kyle Larson sent it 3 wide to the bottom and was able to pass Baldwin for the race lead and would take off with a couple tenths of a second lead. Denny Hamlin tried to do everything to get by Kyle Larson early in the race, but Kyle Larson dominated the early portion. Meanwhile, on lap 32, Denny Hamlin got a fantastic run on Kyle Larson trying to get the lead from him, and going down the front straightaway, Bubba Wallace sent it very, very fast down the front straightaway. Gets a huge run after Hamlin and Larson are battling for the lead side by side, and Bubba Wallace is able to clear both of them after sending 3 wide. That move was very impressive, and one of the best moves I've seen Bubba Wallace do in his NASCAR Cup Series career. Bubba Wallace continued leading as Denny Hamlin tried to catch him at the end, but on lap number 39, Denny Hamlin slid off the exit of turn number 4, got loose, and spun through the grass, bringing out the first caution, having a little bit of damage on his car. Hamlin just got loose in the wake. These cars are very aerosensitive, lost it off the corner, and unfortunately this at the time took Denny Hamlin out of contention. During this caution, we saw a little strategy. Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, all those guys decided to come down pit road, while the rest leaders decided to stay out, include Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Brad Keselowski, Ty Gibbs. They all decided to stay out, and Chase Elliott actually won the race off pit road. So then on the restart, you have Ryan Blaney lead the field from the outside with William Byron on the inside, and Ryan Blaney got a fantastic restart and was able to clear William Byron for the lead. Chase Elliott tried everything to get up there. He got up to about second or third position, but it would not be enough for him to get up there, and coming off the final corner, Ryan Blaney would win stage number 1. During the caution, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, Harrison Burton, Zane Smith all came down pit road, while the rest leaders stayed out. And then the rain came. NASCAR bring the cars down pit road. They were going to maybe try to get this race to halfway yesterday, but they decided to call it off and postpone it to earlier today. They called it at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The race would be called. NASCAR start these races a little earlier so you don't have these issues, but they went ahead and fired the engines the next day after the race got postponed. So during this caution, Denny Hamlin, Carson Osbar, Justin Haley, Eric Jones all had to come to the rear of the field because they pitted while the pit road was closed. So then on the restart, you had Chase Elliott lead the field from the outside with Kyle Busch on the inside, and we saw Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch put on a really good show for about the next 5 to 10 laps. Kyle Busch actually got a great run on Chase Elliott and was able to pass for the lead, and then Chase got a good run, and then Kyle eventually got through to take the lead. And they stayed side by side, battling for multiple different laps, and they continued to put on a really, really great show. And then Martin Truex Jr., he got up to the front and got a great run on both of them and was able to pass Kyle Busch for the race lead, and Chase Elliott also got by Kyle Busch as well as Kyle Busch started fading back. Meanwhile, Austin got loose trying to pass, I believe Ricky Stenhouse Jr., got hard into the outside wall, got a ton of damage, and unfortunately I think damaged the toe link. And then we started seeing green flag pit stops. Bubba Wallace came in first on lap 85. Then the next lap, Kyle Larson came in. Then the next lap, Chase Elliott came in. And then Kyle Busch and William Byron came in. And then Martin Truex Jr. came down pit road. And then after all this, Kyle Larson would actually have the race lead over Martin Truex Jr. and Bubba Wallace after everything had cycled through. And then we saw really great racing between Kyle Larson and Martin Truex Jr., with Larson holding off a hard-charging Martin Truex Jr. Meanwhile, we started seeing some tire issues and trouble, and this all happened in pretty quick sequence. Todd Gilliland blew a right rear tire in turn number 3, came to pit road. And then the next lap, Joey Logano and AJ Allmendinger both had tire issues, and they had flat tires. AJ Allmendinger ended up spinning out from the flat tire, and this would bring out the caution, leading to a ton of strategy. So during the caution, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, all the main threats all came down pit road. Well, he had guys like Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, Brad Keselowski. They all decided to stay out. So then on the rear of the restart, of course, the guys had damage. So then on the restart, Ross Chastain lead the field from the outside with Kyle Busch on the inside, and Kyle Busch got a fantastic restart and was able to clear Mark Truex Jr. for the race, not Mark Truex Jr., Ross Chastain for the race lead. Going into turn number 3, one of the biggest incidents of the day took place. Kyle Larson got in the wake of Cody Ware, slid up the racetrack, goes up, and unfortunately ends up causing a big wreck, including Christopher Bell, Todd Gillen, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace as well got damage on the left front. Daniel Hemrick and Todd Gillen were all collected in the incident. Kyle Larson just made a mistake in the corner. These cars are very aerosensitive. He sent a little bit too hard. Just got loose there. Took out a ton of good cars. Christopher Bell had a car that probably could have won today. And Bubba also, I think, maybe had the fastest car early in the race. Got taken out of contention. Not out of the race completely, but his day would come to a close. Kyle Larson did take responsibility for the wreck. That was his fault, clearly. Tough break for Larson. Tough break for all the guys who had a chance to win. 2 of the 3 fastest cars, in my opinion, that being Bubba and Larson, were taken out in this incident. And that would go ahead and end stage number 2 with Kyle Busch coming off the corner and winning his first stage of 2024, winning stage number 2. So then during the caution, Ross Chastain and a couple other guys came down, like William Byron, they all came down. So then on the restart, Kyle Busch lead the field from the outside, William Byron on the inside, and Kyle Busch got a great restart and was able to clear William Byron for the race lead. Meanwhile, they put on a really good show for a few laps, and eventually William Byron was able to take the race lead with Kyle Busch starting to fade back. And then everything would change with 66 laps to go when Corey LaJoie got really loose behind Noah Gragson and just went barrel rolling down the back straightaway, flipping upside down after getting the car aero, hit the grass, and started flipping 4 to 5 times and got rolling back up on his hood. Seemed like he was a little frustrated with Noah Gragson. Of course, in his post-race, kind of blamed Noah Gragson for the wreck. To me, that was on Corey LaJoie. Got a little frustrated and upset. I'm glad Corey's okay after that. That was a very scary situation. NASCAR desperately needs to work on finding an issue with the underbody of the cars. There's no reason that should have caused a flip. They need to work on that because it's a very serious situation and it could have been more scary. Thank God Corey LaJoie was okay. And then during the caution, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Josh Berry, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman all stayed out, while guys like Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain, they came down pit road. So then on the restart, William Byron lead the field from the outside with Ty Gibbs on the inside, and Chase Elliott got a fantastic run off turn number 2 and was able to clear for the race lead, with Brad Keselowski moving up to second. Then we started seeing the strategy. William Byron on lap 153, he comes down pit road. Then a few laps later, Mark Truex Jr. comes down pit road. Then 4 laps later, Ty Gibbs, Brad Keselowski, they come down pit road, and Brad Keselowski actually got by Ty Gibbs. And then Chase Elliott came down pit road. And then eventually all the main contenders like Kyle Busch came down pit road, but he took right side tires and actually got in front of all the leaders after that. But then eventually, with 26 laps to go, Tyler Reddick made the most important pass of the race, moving up from about 5th or 6th, moves up, gets a great run, and passes Kyle Busch into turn number 3 with 25 laps to go and takes the race lead of the guys contending. And then everyone else decided to stay out. Josh Berry came down pit road eventually with about 13 laps to go, handing the lead to Tyler Reddick and had a 2-second lead over William Byron. And it looked like Tyler Reddick was going to cruise the victory lane. All of a sudden, the caution would come out with 7 laps to go. When Mark Truex Jr. got loose and hit the outside wall, NASCAR would throw the caution right there, changing the complexion of this race. NASCAR did not need to throw the caution there. I feel like they could have kept the green. I get he hit the outside wall. That was a little bit of a trigger-happy move. And once again, Tyler Reddick will be put in another difficult position where he would have to restart on another restart. Again, NASCAR trigger-happy, didn't want to have a natural finish. They decided to go ahead and throw the caution there. So during this caution, Mark Truex Jr., Ryan Preece, Noah Gragson, Dale Hemrick, Cody Ware all came down pit road, including Josh Berry, while the rest leaders stayed out. So then on the first restart, with 2 laps to go, Tyler Reddick lead the field from the outside, William Byron on the inside, and William Byron got a great restart and was able to clear all of them for the race lead. But then the caution would come out down the back straightaway when Ross Chastain spun after Alex Bowman got on the outside wall. Ross Chastain spun for 11th after some contact and spun into the grass, affecting the playoffs, bringing out the caution once again. Just a little contact there. Ross got a little loose and spins out. Tough break for Ross, who was having a really good day. This would take him out of contention. And at that time, William Byron was ruled as the leader. So then on the restart, William Byron lead the field from the outside with Tyler Reddick on the inside, and William Byron actually got a fantastic push and was able to clear Tyler Reddick for the lead. But going into turn number 1, Tyler Reddick got a really great run and was able to get the run down the straightaway and pass William Byron for the race lead. And as they came to the white flag, Tyler Reddick had about a 4/10 of a second lead over William Byron and Ty Gibbs. They tried everything to get to him, but it would not be enough. And coming off the final corner, Tyler Reddick picks up his second win of the 2024 season, his 7th career NASCAR Cup Series win, and gets redemption from last year after it looked like he was going to win the race last year at Michigan. Tyler Reddick was going to win the race before that caution came out. He had the race pretty much won in the bag, but he gets redemption and gets his second win of the year. This 45 team has been really strong this year. They've had the pace of speed to contend. They've been really great this year. They've had 7 straight top 6 finishes. They look to be maybe the fastest car right now in the field. They probably should have more wins than 2, but it's really good to see after all the misery and all the stuff they've kind of not been able to get the victory. It's good to see the 45 team pick up their first win of the year. He didn't have the fastest car, second win I should say. He didn't have the fastest car in the field, but he got it done at the right time, made the right moves. That pit strategy got him up there. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick on picking up his second win of the year and his 7th career NASCAR Cup Series win. I think he had the fastest car at the end of the race, but didn't have the fastest car throughout. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the race results. I'll give my score and thoughts on today's race. So Tyler Reddick picks up the victory. William Byron finishes second. A really great day for the 2014. They had the race won before that overtime came out, but a really great day for the 2014 nonetheless. They had a really, really great day. A lot of points as well. Solid run, good speed today. They finished second. Great run for William Byron. Ty Gibbs finishes third. He stops the bleeding. They have been struggling over the last 5 or 6 weeks, and early in the race looked like they weren't going to be a threat or contender, but they made that car a lot better, and he gets his first top 5 finish, I believe, since the Coca-Cola 600, if I'm not mistaken. He's been good here in Michigan. Really great day for Ty Gibbs in third. Kyle Busch finishes fourth. This might be one of the best runs Kyle Busch has had all year, if not maybe the best. He ran top 5 majority of the day, got a stage win, got a ton of points. This is a step in the right direction. I don't know what RCR has found over the course the last couple weeks, but they're showing a lot more pace and speed. Really great run for Kyle. I know he won an Auto Club last year, but good day for Kyle. He struggled here the last 2 years. Really great to see Kyle Busch finish in the top 5 and 4th. This is a much-needed day for the number 8 team. Brad Keselowski finished 5th. Solid day for him. Didn't have the pace to contend for the victory. They struggled early, but they made that car better, and he gets a very solid top 5. Chris Buescher finished 6th. Took some fresh tires. They struggled early in this race, but they made that car better and gets a very solid top 10. Got some stage points early and gets a top 10. Good day for Chris Buescher. Zane Smith finishes 7th. I'm telling you what, Zane is really turning the corner. He's likely not going to be back with Trackhouse next year in that family. He's probably going to front row. Good day for Zane Smith. Another top 10. That's, I think, his 2nd or 3rd top 10 of the year. This team's been really turning the corner. Good day for Zane Smith in 7th. Daniel Suarez finishes 8th. Another top 10. They played some strategy, got some fresh tires, but they legit had top 10, top 15 speed in this race. Get a really strong finish in 8th. Good day for Suarez in 8th. Denny Hamlin finished 9th. Great comeback for the number 11 team. They struggled early in this race after the damage. They were so loose, they were falling back, but they recovered to finish in the top 10 and 9th. Good day for Denny Hamlin. And Carson Osbar finishes 10th. That's his 3rd or 4th top 10 of the year. Really great day. 2 Spire cars inside the top 10 with Hosbar getting 10th. He had a legit top 15 car and does good in his home track. Good day for Carson Hosbar. Ryan Preece finished 11th. He was quiet all day, but does get a top 15. Noah Gragson finished 12th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. comes back and finishes 13th. Harrison Burton gets a top 15 and 14th. Not a bad day for him. Chase Elliott, after having a good car early, unfortunately faded back to 15th. He got in it with Ryan Blaney at the end of the race. It seemed like faded back a bit. Got really loose. He was probably going to get a top 5 for that late caution came out. Still a solid day, but not a great day. He probably won't make up too much ground on Kyle Larson, unfortunately. He finishes in 15th. Eric Jones gets top 20 in 16th place. Austin Dillon finished 17th. He had a top 10 car points in this race. So they've, like I said, they found speed on the RCR cam. He finished 17th. Ryan Blaney finishes 18th, fell back a little bit. Michael McDowell finished 19th. Justin Haley finished 20th. Cody Ware finished 21st. Josh Berry, after struggling all day long, finished 22nd. Dale Hemrick finished 23rd. Mark Truex Jr., after having probably the fastest car early in this race, he unfortunately finishes 24th. Tough break for him. Ross Chastain, after having a great day, he finished 25th. Bubba Wallace finished 26th. I want to talk about him because I think Bubba Wallace maybe had the fastest car through the first half of this race, and it looked like he was going to go out there and have a shot at winning. Unfortunately, that damage cost him a shot. They didn't lose a ton of ground on the points lead, unfortunately, though, which is tough because I feel like like I said, he was gaining a ton of points. He was doing really good. He had a good car, had one of the fastest cars today. Unfortunately, his chance got taken out from Larson making that mistake. He sadly finished 26th. Tough break for Bubba, who looked really good in this race. At least his team did go to victory lane in the 45 car. Alex Bowman finished 27th. Tough break for him. Austin Cindric finished 28th. John Henry Nemechek finished 29th. AJ Allmendinger finished 30th. Chase Briscoe finished 31st. Corey LaJoie after the crash finished 32nd. Joey Logano after crashing finished 33rd. Kyle Larson after wrecking, maybe having one of the fastest cars early, he finished 34th. Christopher finished 35th, and finishing last in 36th is Todd Gilliland. So now we're going to talk about the overall race as a whole. I'll give you my score and thoughts on today's race. For Michigan standards, this was a very, very solid race. Early in the event, it was very difficult to pass, and dirty air definitely was very prevalent, but there was a lot of side-by-side racing, guys battling up front. You had really good battles between Kyle Busch and William Byron early. You had a really great battle between Larson and Hamlin early. You had a really great battle between Elliott and Gibbs and those guys. Yes, like I said, dirty air mattered, and I thought the strategy was really fun. It was a very chaotic race, all things considered. I'm going to give today's NASCAR Cup Series race in Michigan overall. I'm going to give this race maybe around an 8. It was a very solid race, all things considered. I really enjoyed it. Again, dirty air needs to be worked on in this car. They got to figure out the flips and other things, but I think today's race is very solid. I'm going to give today's race overall an 8 out of 10. So, that is going to be today's NASCAR Cup Series race review from Michigan. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts on today's race. Your thoughts on today's race, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And congratulate Tyler Reddick on picking up his second victory of 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. There won't be any more content dropping today on the channel. More than likely tomorrow, we're going to have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple of days, talking about drivers like Shane Van Gisbergen and Hailie Deegan. Maybe Carl Edwards as well might get mentioned with some other stuff. Then we're also going to have race picks for the truck race in Milwaukee as their playoffs begin. Wednesday, we're most likely going to have race picks for Xfinity Drop and maybe the entry list video as well. Thursday, we're going to have race picks for the Cup race in Michigan. And then on Friday, we might have a double upload day coming or a triple upload day. As, of course, we have a lot of racing happening. There's going to be a lot of content dropping this weekend. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. And I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.